What's good, YouTube? It's Unfiltered National News. Today I'm going to bring you the story of Jeremy Daniels, a man murdered in North Carolina, Concord to be exact, by officers during a wild shootout in which an officer also lost his life in a shooting. Came across the story a couple days ago as it just happened a couple days ago. I was raised in Charlotte, so the story kind of hit home. Not saying that I know Buddy or nothing like that, just because I'm saying I'm from Charlotte. I don't think I know everybody in Charlotte. All right, but anyway, let's get straight to the news. A Concord officer and suspect were killed in a shooting near Concord Mills Mall in Concord, North Carolina, late Wednesday night, authorities confirmed. A second officer was also shot and injured. Jason Shupin, a 25-year-old officer, has been identified as being shot and killed trying to apprehend the alleged carjacker. Already the story interesting, man. Like, my boy got 5 stars on GTA out here carjacking people, boy. Don't play with him. 5 stars. This is the timeline of the investigation. At around 10:20 p.m. Wednesday, a 911 caller reported a potential crash on Bruton Smith Boulevard near Interstate 85. An officer from North Carolina's Alcohol Law Enforcement Division, otherwise known as ALE, who was patrolling the area at the time, was the first to respond and assist Concord Police Department. Concord Police Department Chief Gary Guyek explained in a Thursday morning news conference the ALE agent, who was then joined by a Concord Police Department officer, discovered an abandoned vehicle. A woman approached the officers describing a man who had tried to carjack her vehicle. She provided officers with the man's description and said he was last seen running towards a nearby Sonic restaurant. The suspect's description and last known direction of travel was shared with additional responding officers over police radio. 1 second. Pause for the call. Officer Shippey, joined by Officer Caleb Robinson and an unnamed ALE agent, located the suspect at the Sonic restaurant, which is located nearby on Gateway Lane Northwest. As the three approached the suspect, the man fired a handgun, according to Guy. Shupin and Robinson were both struck by the gunfire. So my man wasn't playing no games, no talking, straight gunfire. 2 additional Concord Police Department officers arrived at the Sonic as the suspect jumped into an SUV belonging to a Sonic employee and continued to fire at police, the chief said. The second 2 officers on the scene saw an officer down, Shupin, officers in grave physical condition, and the other officer, Robinson, who was injured and standing nearby, guarding and protecting that injured officer. Additional gunfire was exchanged. According to Guy's account, the suspect was shot and killed. Wow. Boy, they lit that SUV up, boy. Look at the bullet holes. Look at the bullet holes. Man. My boy went out like Cleo from Set It Off. Look at those bullet holes, y'all. Back to the story. Investigators at the scene after sunrise Thursday were seen photographing and identifying numerous shell casings and bullet holes. The guy has requested the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation handle the criminal investigation. Officer Caleb Robinson, 23, was taken to the hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. The other 2 officers were not injured. This is more information on the suspect. The suspect has been identified as 29-year-old Jeremy Maurice Daniels, Authorities said he was from Charlotte and was a convicted felon. According to North Carolina Department of Public Safety, Daniels previously served 3 years and 8 months for conspiracy to commit armed robbery and receiving a stolen vehicle in 2009. He was convicted in 2010 and parole ended in February 2013. This is a sad story. You know, the officer who lost his life, young officer. Also for this man, you know, I don't know what kind of choices that he made in his life, but obviously they were bad. A couple of them, and obviously he had a bad experience in prison, and he said he wasn't going back. Let's see what else we can find on this story. There's hundreds of people that showing their respect to the lost officer. I don't know if you ever been or heard of Concord, North Carolina, but it's a very small. I don't even know if I could call it a city. It's more like a town. You know what I'm saying? It's on the outskirts of Charlotte. Got a mall up there called Concord Mills. A lot of people like to go there just to, you know, shop at Concord Mills and the surrounding outlets and stuff like that. It's more like a shopping area, and, you know, a lot of big NASCAR races going up there. I know they shocked up there because, like, stuff like this don't happen that often. I bet you their murder rate is less than 20 a year or something like that. So this really don't happen that often. Anyway, y'all, this has been a quick update. Rest in peace to the officer. Rest in peace to Jeremy Daniels. You know, I ain't picking sides. I have no dog in this fight. I just know it was a gunfight. And it ended with the end of life. Two different backgrounds, two different point of views, two different type of men. This has been Unfiltered National News. I am your loyal host, Freddie Ruger. Join the Unfiltered fam by subscribing below, man. You see a little button down there, bro? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell on it so you can get notifications when I upload these news articles for you. Don't just take my word for it. What I say can be looked up. So do your own investigation into the stories that I report. And you'll see I'm not lying or joking. This is Unfiltered National News, y'all.